I got a stuffed up nose, y'all. So if y'all hear me sniffing, I'm sorry. It's like really early in the morning, so I'm not gonna be too loud. I just wanted to tell y'all about um a situation that happened with someone who's on a do not detain list. Okay, so there are multiple ways for you to get on the do not detain list. It is a real thing. I know y'all don't want to believe the stuff y'all be hearing, but all of this stuff is true. So anyway, um, there's a process for you to get on a do not detain list through your passport, as well as going directly to the Secretary of State. Um, one of my clients had came to me in May, and she was getting services from me for um, criminal cases. Now she had already done so much stuff, like she had did. By the time she finished telling me what she did, I was confused on how I could help her because she was on that shit that much. So, in the middle of our correspondence, it went on for a few days because there were certain things that she had to do, so it wasn't your basic hour um, consultation. Um, I think my husband got me sick. Jesus. Um, so I'm trying to figure out how to say this without putting her business out there. I don't want to slip. I always just tell the truth, so I'll be telling too much. Okay. So on one of the warrants she had, it was for one particular court. So in this courthouse, on different sides of this particular courthouse, there are different um judicial parts. So criminal and then civil, right? And then I think it's the other one. I forgot. I'm tired, but so I said to her, I need you to give power of attorney just for this one incident over to a friend or a family member so they could turn your paperwork in. I said, I don't want you going down to the courthouse under no circumstances. Um, it's going to trigger. So she was like, no, no, it's on the other side of the courthouse, so they won't know. Um, but y'all should know that it don't matter what part of the courthouse y'all go into. They put your name in the system. If you got a warrant, they're going to get you. Okay. I had a warrant out for my arrest. It was 15 minutes old. It was when I had first got to Colorado. I had, yeah, I had gotten in a car accident with my daughter, and we was going through the negotiations about if I should play or not or whatever. And that went on for so long. And one day I had a court hearing in East Wing, and I thought it was in West Wing because West Wing is literally where I went for this traffic shit every single time. So I'm waiting a whole hour in this line to get checked in. Now the front desk staff and the cops that guard the room or whatever, they was in there. They seen me in there for an hour waiting for my case. So I had checked in and I'm sitting there waiting. And I go back up to um the receptionist and I said, I've been here an hour. When will my court start? And she said, what's your name? And I told him. And she was like, hold on 1 second. She called the cops down, and they said, "Miss Ward, we about to lock you up." I said, "The fuck you gonna lock me up for?" And they said, "Cause you didn't show up for court today." I said, "Like, are you fucking stupid? Are you joking? Do you not see me here showed up for court?" And these motherfuckers said, "You were supposed to be on the other side of the courtroom." I said, "Okay, so well, but you know I showed up. I'm still here. Y'all have video cameras of what time I got in here." They said, "You got to deal with all that with the fucking judge," and they locked me up. I was in there for that was at 1:27 p.m. 2011. I remember that shit because I didn't get out till 8 p.m. that night. So I'm telling y'all, I'm saying all this to say that just don't risk it. It's not worth it. Um, they actually dropped all the charges of shit against me after they held me in a jail cell for fucking 7.5 hours. So anyway, I told her don't do that shit, but she did it anyway. And I guess on her way home, they got pulled her over for the warrant or whatever. And so she says, "You can't detain me." And she gave them her documentation. So the officer calls his supervisor. His supervisor says, "She is on the do not detain list. You cannot detain her." And so he was like, "No, no, I'm still locking her up." And he did. He locked her up. He locked her up. He put her into the jail cell, even though everybody on that case knew she was on do not detain. This shit be getting me so mad. They locked my girl up. 2 months later, she gets out. She calls me. And I was like, "Why they have you in there so long?" She said they would not allow me to sign my name the right way. They kept her in there for 2 months because she was filing her name, UCC 308. I'm kind of tired, so don't follow me on that UCC number. I might be saying that wrong, but it's the one with the 308 in it, where you say you do not waive any of your rights. So they wouldn't let her out until she waived her rights. So after 2 months of her holding on strong, cause she a real one. That's a soldier for real. She lost everything. She was in a court process for her house. All that shit happened while she was in jail. She had 2 jobs she was working. She lost her jobs. Luckily for her, one of her jobs invited her back because of this bullshit. Um, so because of the state that she's in, me and my husband, we are so cautious with working with southern states because people of color, regardless of legality of a situation, in the blink of an eye can be kidnapped and held hostage, which is what happened to her. She was kidnapped and held hostage because she's not even a citizen. Like she's not even up under your jurisdiction. So how you even do that when you know you can't? So now she's gonna, instead of taking them to court, she's dealing with this shit through taxes. So I said, since I couldn't help you um while you was in jail, I'm gonna tell you the proper way to do this because she had already filed. Oh, this bitch is a G, yo. Man, she's so thorough. She had and she did all this shit by herself. She found the bond numbers for everything they charged her for. She got the accused number. She fucking did everything. But when she filed her taxes on it, she missed two steps. And that's when it triggered to me, oh, it's not working for them. They are missing these steps. So I said, finally, something I can help her with. So me and my husband was on the phone with her, and we was like, "That's the one you figure shit out with. You don't leave them hanging like that." I like working with people that actually do work. There was this girl I used to watch on YouTube. I forgot her name, but her channel, I mean her tag, she would say, uh, what she say? I'm here to get some real motherfucking work done. One time I called her, I was like, "Oh bitch, I'm ready. I'm all about that real motherfucking work." And then she said, "Oh wait, we gotta go to the white people for that." I was like, "Oh no." And then there's another one. But I get like that. She, no, she's in Louisiana. Yeah. See those southern countries, because even though I know y'all call them states. I'm sorry. This shit is hard going back and forth between whatever. It is very difficult in Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Georgia, and Florida for you to be respected in this world. So what I did with her, just so I didn't feel like I was just not helping her, I told her the other two things she was supposed to file when she filed her 1099s. And I couldn't really tell her don't make them so high, because she literally is just going off of the number that she found in her name that they so whatever is whatever. So she got that done. And then we had to come up with a a new strategy, because you got all this power, but if they're not going to respect it, that's not going to work. So I said, okay, so where where do we go from here? So I said, we need to change our strategy. Okay. Now, it don't matter what you do, you already see that the police in your city will never respect you, and they will take you hostage. So you have to move. I don't know how else to say that shit nicely. It's time to go. I said, so we're gonna stay away from all the southern states, all the southern states. I mean, even it's hard when I say this, but Texas not gonna really respect y'all like that, neither, depending on the county you in. So you gotta be careful in that place too. But I think that if you stick, damn, this is so hard to say, because just like I said, anywhere that's not the South. So we was going over it, and she was like, "Okay, well, I can go to this state, and this state is on the west side of the country, so they would definitely respect her instructions and shit, um, honor those codes." So we came up with a plan for her to relocate, and that's that's the end of the story. I guess I'm telling y'all this is because, number one, you can get on a do not detain list two ways that I know of. Anyway, it might be more, because there's so much more, so much more we just got to read. But it's you got to pick this apart one piece at a time. I swear, if I had a team, I can get through the shit so much quicker. I could help so many more people if I had a team of people that would take sections for me and we work on it. But gratefully, my client is out of, she was rescued from her. She rescued herself from her captors and she handled it like a fucking adult. Ain't no telling how long she would have stayed in there. She would have been tired of eating that fucking food. Um, I'm so proud of her though. So proud of her. But you should know that that do not detain stuff. It does work. You can get it through your passport or going directly to the Secretary of State, the Department of. Well, it's different for every state, so that's why I try to stick to saying the Secretary of State because every state has that. Okay. We are still doing do not detain classes or consultations. If y'all want to get on that list, I charge $5,000 for the do not detain list. Now, that is really expensive to regular basic people that just work a minimum wage job every day. That's a lot. Um, but if you work and you can afford that and you want to protect your rights, it's definitely worth the investment. If you can't afford me, you are free to read. Go through the whole Constitution, the United States codes. Read everything. Read anything you can get your hands on that goes with uh, status correction or political standing corrections. Just start typing shit in and see what come out. Um, it's not my responsibility to lower my prices because y'all can't afford me. That's not fair for you to just assume that I would even consider that. Um, you got to think about what it is I'm actually trying to do for y'all. I'm trying to give y'all freedom, and you want me to do it for you for free. It's just weird. So that's a true story that really happened with one of my clients. And oh, that's great. Oh, you can't like. I was trying to like your comment. I'm so old, y'all. I be trying my best on this damn social media stuff. I don't be knowing how to do this. Y'all know it's so many TikTok pages up using my name in my videos. I was depressed all weekend because I'm watching all my people that's coming to get this information from me fall for this shit. Um and it's really sad because I doubt very serious is if whoever is trying to pretend to be me um knows what I know. Just because you download my videos and repost them on your channel, um do you really think I tell y'all everything in these videos? I mean, that's reckless as fuck. Because if you had somebody with common sense, they should be asking you questions. But number one, my voice is my voice. I would love to see how they pretend pulled off my voice. My voice don't sound different on the phone. I sound the same. And my husband will always be in the background helping me teach y'all. So if y'all go into these two dickheads that's running this channel that's acting like they me, then that's on y'all. It's fucked up. I hope y'all not giving these people y'all money because they gonna fuck around and tell y'all to do something wrong and y'all gonna be in jail. So my husband was like, just verify your channel. So I went to go try to verify it. And all of these places want me to pay them to verify myself. Why do I got if I can pay you to verify myself, can't the niggas that's taking my shit, acting like they me. Can't they just do the same thing? I just don't see the benefit to me. Now somebody else raping me now. So now these verified companies raping me. They want me to pay them this money a month. That's crazy. I'm not doing that. Y'all need to figure out who you fucking with. And somebody had asked me too. Somebody was trying to book an appointment with me, and he was like, "Can we do a FaceTime?" And I was like, "I ain't doing no fucking FaceTime. I don't do that. I don't like holding the phone too long, y'all. For real, my hands be hurting. I got lupus." So I was like, "No." And now a month later, it hit me why he asked me, can he do a FaceTime with me? So from now on, I will do, if you request it from me, I will do a FaceTime with you when the call starts, and then I'll go back to using the phone. Because I can't hold the phone up to my face the whole conversation. I'm not doing that for nobody. I don't give a fuck how much you pay me. So I will respect y'all and respect myself by doing a pre-call video chat with you, just so y'all know it's me. Okay? Because I'm not paying no verified. My husband probably fucking go behind my back and do that shit. But I'm like her. She like, I'm not fucking signing that shit as the motherfucking corporation. I'm signing that shit as the natural person. Fuck you, bitch. And then they like, cool, then you just gonna stay here. The fact that they held her hostage like that and got away with it, wars be started with me fucking with me like that. But sometimes it's easier to just walk away. And, that's what it is. So, I don't know. I just wanted to tell y'all about how to be careful when you are um, in contact with these corporations, these cops, these agents, and they're trying to come at you. Be respectful. Don't antagonize them. Don't talk down to them, because you know more than them. You don't need to say it out loud. That's the difference between a minor and a major. You talk to them on the level that they're on in a respectful way, and you give them your documents. See how smooth that go. Because some people, when you know too much, it's so fucking hard for you to keep on up with the bullshit. So y'all be careful out there. Stay safe.